Fat one. I'm saying. Let's start paying for a party real quick. Yeah. I'll be Saint favorite. No cap. Only the Saints favorite. Could take some good English. Something like that. Only the Saints.
Yeah. All right, you didn't get invited to no parties this weekend. Nobody know your name yet. It's time to make your name. It's time to make your name. Let's go. Oh, we go. You had one job. You got one job, Dr. Robinson. Yeah. All right, you didn't get invited to no parties this weekend. Nobody know your name yet. It's time to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this horse to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
They cheated that man 2 times.
This is fielded at the goal line.
That's going to be a 2-time champ right now.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Kill him now. Kill him now. Hit him with that read option. Break up that field.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a
good job.
fumble. But this
good
out
field.
of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting his inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Breeze now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 from the looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Catch him. Oh.
Nothing but daylight ahead.
No, how does man pick him up like that?
It's a Viking touchdown.
Come on,
and a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnover.
This man missed the field goal. He did all that work.
Generates for his team, not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things.
They're going to do major blocks.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be third down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it And call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out.
That gap.
They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Or they could just go for a slant. And I could just still send Kamara out there. Out the backfield. Watch. I know it's
to throw for it on 4th.
Bro, what the heck?
This is incomplete.
No.
The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter
adjustments. Come on now.
Inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? No. He did not. Ruled incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 26 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave him great field position. Turned it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now, the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, that'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. 1st down, here's Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
It's almost like he's not playing
23 yards on the play.
Come on now.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone.
Isn't it just running away?
Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 45 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is.
Come on now, nigga. Come on now, nigga.
He might go all the way. 20, 10, touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. That'll be taken in the end zone.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1 yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Reese leads this one with Kamara.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
How?
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. Hey, they didn't see. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard Coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could...
So embarrassing, bro.
This will be taken in at the 1.
So embarrassing, bro.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's got him. It's caught.
Come on,
Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
A final shot before half for Breeze. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Now a run with Cook. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Check back 47. Watch the curl.
Third and long for Cousins. Open man is
I should never blitzed them.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Check, 47. Watch the run, watch the run. Whip. Watch the way, 382.
They run, Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 31, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and defensive. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. To throw is Breeze. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
No challenge, bro. I can't. You don't let me challenge you, bro. Come on. I'm not quitting, bro. Come on. Time for down to waste my dude.
That time. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Ready. Waiting. 65. 5-9. Switch. 5-1. Right there. 54.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. This is caught by Gill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 31 yards as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Here's Breeze. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Hill. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, lock it!
Third and long. It's Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Wow. I'm talking about 11
the
points.
intended target. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Powers through again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, we got 48. Check three. 47 is the mic. 40. Hey, no, easy. I'm scared. Hot.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 52 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he slings one that's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit them?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a diving grab.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
Bro. Some bull, bro. I swear to God, bro. Some bull, bro. I swear to God, bro. You hear me smacking? Starburst. Sour Patch. Sour Patch, please sponsor my YouTube channel. I like blue Sour Patches and red. I think I might end the screen. Depending on how this game goes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Get it serious. But he's going to think I'm around with Derrick Henry. But, hey. Boy, I thought I had the party.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I belong, bullies.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. But that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So in playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
Henry running right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. David Onyemata there on the tackle. They'll try the right side with Henry.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Oh,
now,
gosh.
Meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
How did I get 4th
the
and
Titans
7?
try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
55. Check 55, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? You ready?
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? Ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you. But I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 61 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze now. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Everybody quit. Everybody quit. Don't play with me. Play with you. Alright, y'all, let's end that screen.